Hi, this is Rod. Welcome to Custom Chronicles, and today's video is a little short video of the Ocean City Bike Week deal. Oliver Jones's Cut Rate did a show called Bikes at the Beach. I got a little bit of footage of some of the bikes that stood out to me, and then had Oliver do a walk around on his latest build, which is a beautiful bike. And so anyways, that's it. It's just a short video, and well, hope you enjoy. All right, here's what we're looking at. We're looking at 1937 WLDR factory racer, and here it is. Now this bike is one of 140 built. It doesn't mean that they still exist, and I gotta try to talk over the radio here, but anyway, so let's take a look at some of the stuff. Like, we got actual Harley Davidson grips. I think they're on the wrong side though, because they're upside down. And then right here, factory air cleaner. Now the motor is what makes this bike, because it's a ball bearing motor instead of a roller bearing. And you know, it's just been, this interpretation is of like kind of a racer, and that's been changed a little bit, but this is the way the person got it, so he's keeping it that way. But there it is. There's some of the parts, you know, foot pegs, and this here is a magneto, and there's them. Pardon my fat finger on that. I accidentally clicked the camera off, but here we go. The tank's narrowed right here, and just basic, simple strip down, and kind of got a little buddy seat there, and there it is. Try to get some of these details here, and well, it's just a cool bike, another rare one. I like getting these videoed and whatnot, but there it is, 1937 WLDR. All right, I'm doing some video here of some of the bikes that are already entered into the chopper show here at the Bikes at the Beach show. And we got this lovely bike here. Nice candy cane work. It's got flake in it, so if the camera picks it up or not. Gotta get on the bright side of things. Just a clean looking nice bike. Okay, but now we got this traditional style chopper, obviously raked out, and we got just some cool seat. We got some plate up here, two different types up there, obviously ridden right here. I don't know if that's coming in. That almost looks 3D up in here. Just a nice traditional old style. I believe an iron head. Frame down there has got metal flake on it too. Fair warning on there. Move over to this bike here. And this nice vintage one. There's some nice vintage here. Chrome Swan. That pinstripe on this one here, 1933 RLE. Okay, we're taking a look at this thing here. It's a 1913 emblem. Their motorcycle company wasn't around for too terribly long. But anyways, here we go. There we go, another chopper here. Nice little barbed wire detail. Ostrich skin with diamondback seat. Alright, we got some more stuff that's come in, and another chopper here. This one's got some nice paint.
Oh yeah. 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 But we're gonna head to Mark.
Here's some real nice paint on this one here too.
Yo, everybody, if you have a bike in the show, please kind of come up this way. I'm gonna be doing the awards.
Hi, this is Rod with Custom Chronicles, and today we're taking a look at this wonderful bike built by this fine individual, Oliver Jones. And he just had this bike out at Sturgis, and now it's here at the OC Bikes at the Beach show, and I'm going to have him explain it. There's quite a bit to look at, so I'm going to let Oliver kind of take the lead here and talk about the bike.
All right, well, there's a long story and a short story. The story basically starts with, in 2018, I built this bike. It didn't have this paint set on it then. It had a different paint set and a few other small details that were different, but for the most part, the engine combo, a lot of stuff, yeah, built in 2018. It started as a 1983 FXR. To be honest, I probably just started with the frame. I knew I wanted to do something chrome. A lot of my other bikes are a lot of black and dark colors, so I wanted something chrome, something shiny. Basically, did a bunch of stuff with the frame, cut stuff, smooth, welded, like did a lot of like cleanup work on the frame, because these frames are typically not the best quality. The early 80s FXRs, the welds weren't great and everything. So anyway, that's all smooth, whatever. The biggest thing you're probably going to notice is the engine. The engine we built basically crank up. It's 100 cubic inches, square, 4x4. So these are Ultima cases, S&S flywheel rotating assembly, Nigel Patrick billet cylinders. These are actually STD castings that were done for Mert Lawwill that were XR 750 heads for a Sportster. I then went and welded up everything on the pushrod lands and remachined everything to fit on a big twin motor. Made the intakes from scratch, set it up for magneto, obviously left side exhaust. Pushrod tubes are custom, rocker box tops are custom, brake pedals modified custom, Baker OD6, the transmission top is one-off custom. Anything you see with this pattern I did. Arlen Ness swing arm, works shocks completely redone. These are my billet fender struts that I make and sell. The wheels are actually from scratch. They are sort of replicas of Performance Machine wheels. Made those completely from scratch. This is custom one-off. This is custom one-off. Bars are custom one-off. Kind of everything, really. The throttle cable's custom one-off. You name it, it's basically been touched.
Well, I'm going to point out some things that I actually enjoy with the bike, and one is very bamboo.
Yeah, the bamboo risers. These are old chopper risers that I found. I just really like them, re-chromed them. I'm actually remaking these as we speak, set up for modern bikes, so they'll be available soon, as well as push rods to match.
And obviously the chrome frame.
Yeah, the chrome frame is a endeavor in itself.
Well, let's discuss the paintwork, because this is very 90s-ish.
Absolutely.
And how it's done with the stone effect and the hot rod flames and the tear patterns.
Yep.
If my understanding is correct, that you found the tins at a swap meet and had them refreshed. Whoever refreshed them did an excellent job, and they look good. And that the bright contrast of the paint to the chrome is something that I noticed.
Yes.
As well as the waffle pattern, if you want to call it that, everywhere.
Yes, it jumps.
And
the original paint that I did on this was a darker sort of black to purple, a black base with like a purple to pink fade in the flames. And I actually, the old tin set, I actually welded the flames on the tank and the fenders and everything, so they were 3D flames. It just was dark, and it didn't jump the way I really wanted it to. I found this tin set, a friend of mine found this tin set on eBay, actually, like over, I don't know, 10 plus years ago. And I've had it sitting for a really long time. And basically it was painted in 1998 at a place in Texas, Jim Cycle, who I've actually subsequently met the painter since then. But it had stone chips, the clear was sanded and all that stuff. So we basically went back taped the flame, repainted the flames, back taped everything, re-pinstriped it, and obviously cleared, cut, buffed everything, all that. So yeah, that's the story on the paint.
I really don't know what else to say. I'm going to just kind of let it speak for itself. It's very shiny, very bright. Obviously the chrome is nice and fresh, and well, we're looking at it, looks great. And again, it's the follow through, the details, in which Oliver's known for. Got the waffle pattern down here, there, the mix of the 90s era kind of parts and paint scheme is excellent, and I think that's a touch of modern hidden in there.
Yeah.
So just, it looks wonderful. Here, let me do this before I forget some of the other stuff, but there it is. If you want to get a hold of Oliver, he does sell the struts here and some other parts for FXRs. This is another good FXR build. And anything else?
That's it.
That's it. All right.
Thanks for the video.
Yep. Here's some other samples of Mr. Oliver Jones's work. I videoed this one last year, and just some of the neat stuff here.